Well, what is one of the biggest leadership challenges that you've seen people have or struggle with throughout your career?
I think communication is huge in everything, but especially in a leadership role. I think sometimes it can be forgotten that people are also, humans, and still staying connected with them and communicating with them, getting to know them as people, not just the job they're doing.
For sure. And I think people forgetting to constantly try to improve themselves, right? Because just because you
Mm.
get to a certain rank or a certain position doesn't mean that you're staying sharp. And you have to always try. And so next question is, how can parents, I would say, best use like communication skills when it comes to raising their kids, do you think?
I think, especially in the military, in anywhere, but even more so with the military, use the resources and the people around you. It's one thing I think as a parent, like, of course, always trying to be open and honest. Like, I'm very upfront with my kids on what's going to happen, the changes, how's it going to feel, and being open with those. But they don't always want to share with me, and that's okay. I don't always want to share with, heck, my spouse, even sometimes. We need the other people to lean on. So connect with those resources and people, and have those other sounding boards and availabilities to connect kids with, so they have many avenues to turn to than
For
just us.
sure. For sure. And I would tell you that just talking to them, talking to kids, talking to people, just
Mhm.
communicating. I think you're spot on. Communication is almost always one of the main things.
Yeah.
What's a piece of advice you would give to someone struggling, like a new spouse on Guam that's struggling with acclimating to the community, or the new time change or missing home? What's a piece of advice you give to that person?
Get out. I think the people that are on Guam and do, stay home or not get to know their neighbors or people around them or just the community are the ones that struggle. There's so many different ways to get connected. If you love being outdoors, hiking, a mom's group, the neighbors, like, there's volunteering, there's so many options. So getting involved in the community, because you are far away. You can't just call home when you're homesick, or
Yeah,
and even sometimes calling home is harder because it is a reminder of, we are really far away and this kind of sucks. But
that's
having
true.
people here to do things with, that you enjoy, there's people all over, and this community is unique in connecting in that
Yeah.
way. So just
No,
getting
no,
out.
true. The people that I've seen struggle the worst overseas are the ones that only want to obsess about what's going on back home. And they forget that there's this great opportunity to have a life around them every day,
Yeah.
and you just got to, and technology sometimes helps, but that's one of the ways it can hurt because they're just always on the TV, they're always on the phone, and
Yeah.
they're not thinking about what are the events, especially. And kids help a little bit because you want to get your kids involved in things, you'll make friends, and there's friends, there's friends. All
Yeah.
right.